Wednesday for us here in New Jersey. The poll is going to be, when's the last time you were on an airplane? I'm typing it right now in the chat. When's the last time you flew on an airplane? In the past 6 months. In the past 6 months, in the past year, in the last 5 years, or last but not least, 5+ years, or never. Bum, bum, bum. All right, the poll has been set. Let's see who's joining us in the chat. Connie is in here. Peter is in here. Luanz is in here. Excuse me. Welcome in here, everybody. Sorry for the late start, but it's been a very, very rainy day again by us, unfortunately. So we had to delay until the raindrops subsided. And we got a little patch of dryness now, so we'll try to get a decent stream in here. I hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday wherever you are tuning in from, and that you have better weather than us. Send a vote in our poll if you haven't yet for the question of when's the last time you were on a plane? Looks like we caught some of the A&L fam off guard. There's not too many people in here right now, but I'm sure everybody will be tuning in once they get those noties, right? Connie said, hi, Stephen, Leyla, and Apollo. Hello, Connie. Connie, we've had such rainy weather by us recently. Too much rain. I actually got to be careful. If I'm not careful here, Apollo and Leyla are going to get very muddy today. So I got to remember, I got to throw the ball where the grass is so that they run mostly on the grass, because when they run over these mud patches, they get insanely dirty. You agree? Peter said, I even had a flying lesson on my 18th birthday in 2016. They all posting, LOL. Wait, Peter, you know how to fly a plane yourself? You're a pilot? Only 2 votes in the poll right now. Only 2 likes as well. Double tap your phones, everyone. If you haven't yet, send the likes for the papishkas. Luann said, I have never been on a plane. Do paper planes count from Brody? What's up, Brody? No, paper planes do not count. Luann, you gotta take a fun vacation somewhere. Experience the airport, the joys of traveling, the waiting in line, the going through security, the turbulence on a plane. I would die of anxiety, LOL. No. Yeah, going on planes, specifically going through the airport, is never really that fun. Although I do like looking out the window and being on a plane. I find that very entertaining. Apollo. All right, here the likes come. Now I see that we're up to 6 on the stream. There we go. We're catching up to where we were at yesterday. So we had a few things occur yesterday. We had our most likes ever in a day of streaming. We did not have our most views. It was the second highest most viewed, and it was the second most in terms of watch hours. But I think it was also the number 1 stream day for gaining subscribers from the stream. So it was basically first or second in all of our categories. So shout out to all the new people that just tuned in yesterday for the first time, and the A&L fam who's here every day. Like BJ, who I see in the chat now. What's up, BJ? I fly like paper and I like planes. Catch me at the border like Pacers at the games. There's a film called Planes. It's a spinoff from Cars. Ooh, I've never seen that, Peter. Connie, it's been several years since you flew. I have super anxiety to the point thinking about it got me breathing heavy. Wow, you really don't like planes, Luanz. My mom's hates planes too. She freaks out when it's like taking off. The last time I was on a plane was when I went to see my brother graduate from the Marines last year. I think that was last year in like September or August, somewhere around there. I had a flying lesson on my 18th birthday in 2016. Peter, does that mean you know how to fly planes? Sophia said hi in the chat. What's up, Sophia? Welcome back to the streams. Good to see you in the chat. Planes are actually safer to be on than cars or trains. The only tricky part is taking off and landing. My mom never liked to fly. It's just when it goes wrong on planes, Brody, I feel like it goes so wrong. There's almost no survival. Like when it goes wrong in a car, I mean, I guess there's risk of fatality, but it seems like most of the time you can like, well, I guess if you're on a highway or something, but I don't know. Cars are built very well these days. I feel like you can survive a crash unless it's like insane. BJ said my first cousin and her husband were killed on a small plane. My friend June's small plane crashed and my brother broke both legs in a small plane crash. No small planes for me. Oh my gosh, like a 2-seater plane, BJ, or 4-seater or something? That's what got Kobe too, like a helicopter. I wouldn't want to be on those small vehicles either. It was just an experience even. I wasn't training to be a pilot. Gotcha, Peter. Law of averages and the random person isn't flying. BJ, you just confirming my no planes, LOL. Helicopters are just horrible. They punch the air to stay in it. I've never actually been on a helicopter. Has anybody in the chat ridden in a helicopter before? I've always wanted to do one of those like helicopter tours of New York City where you go around and they take you to all the cool spots and you like fly right over them. But I've never actually even stepped foot in a helicopter. I've never been on a small plane either, like you were mentioning, BJ. Like I've only been on the big passenger planes. JetBlue, baby, that's the way to go. Piper, Cub, and a 9-passenger small plane. My cousin was a pilot. June's boyfriend was a pilot. And my brother was working for the city when his pilot died while flying the plane just after takeoff. Oh my gosh, BJ, that's crazy. Connie, you never flew in a helicopter either? I don't know when like a normal person would really get the chance to fly in a helicopter. Unless you're doing like something fun, like I was saying, of touring a city or something. When flying a fighter plane, you have to wear a G-force suit and an oxygen mask with pipe due to tons of G-force. I've seen some of the training videos where they, like the Air Force people are training for the G-force and their faces are like so smushed doing that training. I have my dad deliver beer for a living and the Fort Dix pilots took me on a quick flight on a Black Hawk. Ooh. Is that like a super speedy jet or is that a helicopter? Whatever it is, it sounds fast. You can pass out from the G-force. Oh yeah. The pressure can get to you. Peter, you've gone in a helicopter? Lucky you. BJ said, I have flown in a small plane to help a friend get over her fear when her husband piloted. Then my friend and relatives crashed later on. Ah, gotcha. Dan Ass said, Coast Guard rescue, hello. It was a helicopter. It was also pre 9/11. Oh, so that was, wait, pre 9/11? So that was 24 years ago or more? You were young then, right? Surprised you remember that well. That must have been a cool experience. I'm old, bro. We're all old. Dan Az, you're 72? You might be the lucky person who's the oldest and wisest in the chat today. I'm not sure though. Is anybody older than Dan Az tuning in? Nicole's in the chat. What's up, Nicole? Welcome to the stream. Last time I've flown was January of last year. Yes. Where'd you go, Nicole? January of last year, so like a year and 5 months ago. Watch Black Hawk Down. Jens is in the chat. Sorry, peeps. Was working in the garden, number 10 today. Thank you, Jens. Luann said, you're a baby. BJ is, I believe. Connie said, hi, Jens and King Thor. Yes, so the last, if anybody missed it, the last plane flight I went on was we flew down to Paris Island, South Carolina. There's not an airport right in Paris Island, but nearby, to visit my brother or watch his graduation from Marines boot camp. Jen said, only in the morning when I wake up. Then I'm 78. It's hard getting out of bed, right, Jens? Husky Dog's in the chat. I never flew on a plane before. Where would you want to go, Husky Dog? You went to the Bohol Islands. Ooh, so was that like a tropical vacation? Or just a vacation by the beach? I hear Bohol Islands and I think of fun seaside views. Brody said thank him for his service. He's a good Marine. He hasn't even started his, it's crazy. He's been in the Marines since I think he started at the end of June of last year. And he still hasn't even started his first legit job. It's starting next month. He's gonna be in Washington, D.C. for 2 years. But thank you, Brody. I will stick to 4 or 2 wheels on the ground to travel. If they get a Star Trek transporter, I would try that. What about a teleporter? Jen said, how is everyone doing today? We're doing good. We're just trying to get outside for a bit. It's been so rainy by us. It was raining all morning, so I'm happy we got a little bit of a break right now to chat with you all. Dogs drinking from the same water bowl? Oh, most definitely, Husky Dog. The aircraft that has lived in everyone's memories for many years is Concorde. Connie gave a rose for Nicole. It's one of the islands here in Philippines. The beaches and landscape are so pretty. Technically, if you teleport, you're not the same person and may not have your soul come with you. Oh gosh, Brody. Because if you teleport, what's the thought process behind that? Are your cells rematched on the other side or something? Or is it technically different cells or something? If it requires a parachute to not crash and burn, I don't want to go on it. That's probably a good rule of thumb, BJ. Do you know the history of flying, Steven? Peter, are you talking about the Wright brothers? Because I was actually at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where the Wright brothers invented flight. Or near it. You're broken down on the molecular level. Jen said, I've just sent messages to Alicia and Ruth. Thank you, Jens. I think your soul goes anywhere it wants to. I think your soul is primary and your body is just a meat suit. BJ, I kind of feel the same way. I think our souls are connected somehow too. I hate getting so deep on here so quickly. But I think like all consciousness is like connected in the end somehow. I always wondered why commercial airplanes don't give you parachutes. If the plane is going down, I'm jumping. You know what sometimes people say they thought of stupid stuff as a little kid. When I was a little kid, like 5 years old or whatever, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, if I was falling on a plane, right before the plane hits the ground, why don't I just jump off of it? The plane will hit the ground, I'll jump my normal 2 feet or whatever, and then I'll just land from where I jumped off of. That was my thought process as a 5-year-old Steven. I thought I invented a new form to survive a plane. Nicole said, thank you for the rose, Connie. Sharing virtual flowers to the A&L fam. Energy doesn't die, it just becomes something else. Foxy's in the chat. What's up, Foxy? Isn't that one of the rules of energy is neither created nor destroyed? Steven, did you have a private celebration yesterday? I did not. What are you referring to, Jens? Private celebration? Nope. Yesterday, we just did our double streams. Then I moved some wood in the evening. Today I have basketball again, so that's fun. I think we can connect with each other via soul. We just got used to believing our bodies are the only way. Mythbusters did a version of that with elevators. I'm guessing it didn't work, Brody. 13 likes now. Let's go. 60 likes. Yeah, yesterday was crazy. That second stream, we got so many likes. It was out of this world. Yesterday was our most liked day of streaming ever. What are your thoughts on Bill Nye, the science guy? Bill Nye, the science. Bill. I honestly haven't watched him in over a decade, but like when I was in 7th grade, that was always fun to watch in science class. I used to love those videos. Some say our souls and energy kind of like Buddhism. Yeah, I like a lot of the principles of like Buddhism, Hinduism. I don't know it deeply, but like from what I've read about it, I seem to like what they're preaching. Connie gave more flowers for Nicole and everyone in the chat. Jacob Puffin is back in here. Sausage and chips in my mouth, so good. Oh my gosh, Jacob. Don't speak with your mouth full, Jacob. Don't type with your mouth full. No, I'm just kidding. That does sound good. What kind of sausage? Is it Italian sausage? I watched Bill Nye the Science Guy too, Steven. Those were great, right, Peter? There's a YouTube channel where you can see a selection of Bill Nye the Science Guy episodes. That theme song was an absolute banger. Oh yeah, it stays in your head forever. Khaled is back in the chat. What's up, Khaled? Jen said, okay, people, don't forget to double tap your screens, please. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Jens. I feel like the point of Buddhism is like what you like. Just don't be a, just don't be a jerk. It's karma, right? You know what I really like too? I got into this thing called sacred geometry for a while. And I actually make like art on my own. And it's based off a lot of the like geometric patterns that are similar to that. And I love all those like ancient symbols and stuff that have like deeper meaning. It's really cool. If you've never looked into sacred geometry before, do a little YouTube search and watch a video on that. It's some cool stuff. You build up your next existence. I had a thought in my head one time that like I feel like maybe if consciousness is universal, you're basically experiencing like every perspective possible in the universe from like the worst to the best as a collective. And maybe like every time you're reborn, like you get one better. Your life improves like one more. And the peak what would the peak be? What's the ultimate existence? Tom Brady? Is he the peak? And what's the lowest? I guess like homeless, on the street. I don't know. Maybe there's something worse than that. It was a hit back in 1993, and it is still now. I did a remix of the Bill Nye theme song. Oh, wow, nice. Jacob said, please, can you say Joshua Bennett is a piece of toast? That would be amazing. There you go. Logan said, you fly with them? That made me think of the Frank Sinatra song, come fly with me, just fly away. I've been so into Frank Sinatra recently. I've been blasting some Frank. Connie said, I'm interested in that stuff also. Yeah, it's very interesting, right? The more you learn, the more interesting it gets. BJ said, I'm a little wacky in that I believe there is a multiple universes and no Big Bang in one universe. My peak is Snorlax or a turtle. That's your peak. Ruth is in the chat. Hello, Ruth. Welcome to the streams. I love Frank. I got a notification that your stream's on 30 minutes late. Thanks, YouTube. It's okay. Ruth, we're happy you're here now. YouTube's slacking. What's new? Connie said Frank Sinatra is the best. Well, does anybody know where Frank Sinatra's from in the chat? Any ideas? They say GTA is pretty much like purgatory for the main characters, and they're forced to relive their lives until they get it right. Uh-huh. That might be the real world too. Yes, Connie, you're right, Hoboken. And guess what? My mom's parents, so my grandparents on my mom's side, were from Hoboken, and my grandpa used to have sleepovers with Frank Sinatra growing up. How about that? Isn't that crazy? What a small world. Have you heard of Amelia Earhart, Stephen? Of course! The first female to, what was it, fly across the Atlantic? Or was it circumnavigate the world? Something like that. Connie said, wow, that's awesome, Stephen. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think my grandpa stayed friends with him. But when they were kids growing up, that's a pretty cool guy to have known. Frank and the Rat Pack, yeah. I went to the Frank Sinatra Museum in Hoboken with my grandma and my cousin a while back. It was really fun. There's a cool shop with all Frank Sinatra stuff still there. Bruce said that's a great story to pass down through the family. Man, my grandparents, I don't know if you guys are, I guess a lot of you probably aren't familiar with Hoboken, but it's like a little city-ish, little tiny town city right near New York City. And it used to not be nice, but now it got a lot nicer, and it's a very popular place for, there's like one strip of road that has a lot of bars, but it's like a nice area. The houses are called brownstones, and they go for like millions of dollars. And my grandparents grew up there and owned brownstones, like each one of their, I think that we had like 3 or 4 at one point, and they all sold them and moved away and moved to Bergen County, New Jersey way too soon. We should have stayed in Hoboken. I'm a Dean Martin man myself. I used to pull up to high school blasting Rat Pack, smoking a cigar, and it made my teachers laugh. Dean Martin's amazing too. All of that music from that era is fantastic. Since I was born in the 50s, I grew up listening to Frank. Connie, you've been several times. Yeah, Hoboken, you could do it all in one day. It's 1 square mile, so. Always, when my grandma was around, every year, and like, really around this time, like May, June, all of my cousins would take a day off from school, and my family, my Aunt Patty's family, and my grandma, we'd all go into Hoboken, and she'd walk us around, lead the pack, and take us to places where she grew up, showed us houses they used to own and the best restaurants, places to go. It was so much fun. We'd take the train in. Fond memories. Brownstones are rare. I like Dean Martin too, good singer, and he was a comedian too. I didn't know that. Amelia Earhart sets lots of records by flying all over the world, but sadly, she disappeared over the Pacific Ocean in 1937, and nobody has found any trace of her or her plane since then. Well, Peter, I think if there was any trace to be had, that trace is probably gone. Almost 90 years later now. What do you think? If she's at the bottom of the ocean, would her plane still be there? Jen said, that's amazing. Great memories. Thank you, Jens. Great songs came out of Frank and Friends. Him and Jimmy Lewis. Roxy said, the Pupishkas. Yes, Roxy, welcome to the stream. Dirty puppies. Apollo cheated yesterday? What'd he do? What'd Apollo do? Apollo, how'd you cheat? How'd you cheat, buddy boy? Derek Jones is in the chat. I only fly if it's time sensitive. I'm a road trip guy. Hello, friends. Yeah, I mostly drive everywhere too, Derek. But if it's like over, I mean, we drive to the Outer Banks every year. That's like 8 hours for us. But I think every trip that's beyond that, we've taken a plane for. There's a theory about what happened to her. You should look it up, Peter. It's very interesting. Ooh, was the theory that like she was still alive or something, and she like just fell off the face of the earth? Give us a little details, Ruth. I'm curious. Roxy said, just kidding with the Frisbee, remember? Yeah, Roxy, I got you. They were liking the Frisbee yesterday. I first heard of Amelia Earhart when it got to night at the museum too. She was played by Amy Adams. Amy Adams. I love the Night at the Museum first movie. I don't know if I ever saw the second one. Stella Dixon Draper said hi in the chat. What's up, Stella Dixon Draper? I really like that name. Stella Dixon Draper. That's a fun thing to say. Jen said, 1 like away from 20. Please double tap your screen or hit the like button. Show some love and respect for the king and queen. With the white hearts, with the crowns. Thank you, thank you. What movie do you see these dogs starring in? Any movie that has a role for a puppy. Any movie at all. We hit 20. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Brody said, I heard she got bad flight information. Then they crashed and they looked at the wrong area. They think they found the plane on an island where they should have looked. Ooh. There's some Amelia Earhart tea. I think I might be getting sick. My throat is kind of hurting a little bit. It feels dry. Alicia's in the chat. Hello, Alicia. Welcome, welcome. Yes, she landed on an island and she was imprisoned. Not a happy ending, I'm afraid. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Her mapping person got screwed. What's the matter? She didn't have GPS? How the heck did they fly around the world with no GPS or like literally just with a map and I don't know what else they had. Whatever they had. I don't understand how people used to navigate the world just using stars. Like, how is that even possible? Even before planes, if we go back in history before that. Take some zinc, Steven. Is zinc good for a sore throat? Husky Dog said, are any of these facts true? I don't know. We just kind of go with the flow here. We don't really fact check anything. We could be spreading false info. He was the GPS, yeah. YouTuber online, it's interesting, Steven. Definitely. I definitely will. It's a theory, but it's possible. That's what happened. Please take zinc. Isn't zinc a metal? Am I supposed to be eating zinc? $33 votes already. Why are our polls getting so many votes recently? Let's see. When's the last time you flew on an airplane? 58% of the people, it's been over 5 years or never at all. A massive, massive lead. All the other options are way, way behind. That's crazy. Zinc is important. Yes, a mineral. Do you get it in anything you eat? Zinc and vitamin C. Shellfish are high in zinc. Oh, I don't eat any shellfish at the moment. Fish, I have salmon every night. Does that have zinc? Oysters are the highest. Ah, I love oysters. I love a good oyster, Leyla girl. You're a dirty girly. Leyla. Apollo. I love fish. Fish is brain food. When you get a cold, it's important to increase your zinc. Where do you get that small tire? I honestly have no idea. It's one of our oldest toys and it's still holding up pretty well. So it was well made. Let me see if I can see any. There's like no logo or any kind of branding on it. So I honestly could not tell you. It's been so long. I would just look up black tire dog toy. See if it's online. Oh yeah, there you go. BJ said they have them on Amazon. We are all animal lovers, so the results from the poll are normal. Not easy to leave our fur babies behind. That's true, Jens. Very true. I didn't take into account a lot of people probably have pets in the stream. We always have to remember that when we're asking these polls now. Fish is great for the brain. My one professor would tell me to class to eat more of it leading up to exams. It's a tough toy. It definitely is, because our dogs absolutely shred most toys. So the fact that that thing is still in perfect condition is great. You got a tire like that from BarkBox? Nice. Vitamin C, very important too. Is that orange juice, right? For the vitamin C? I should really take a multivitamin. I always mean to do that, but I never have, like, ever. Fish from the sea have more minerals and omega-3 fatty acids. Great protein. Connie said, yes, salmon is excellent for the brain. Jen said, Alicia? And Alicia said, I got it. Forget it. Peter said, I've got to go now. It's time for my dinner. Thank you for the live stream. I'll see you later on. Bye-bye, Peter. See you on part 2. Connie, you take a multivitamin every day. It's why Japanese culture eats so much from the sea. I feel like all Asian countries have like the fittest people because of their diet. They're like naturally lean, the entire society, because they eat actually like relatively healthy food that's like whole foods. Connie said, see you soon, Peter. And so did Ruth. You see 2 bolts on the screen? Maybe for Halloween, I should make Apollo and Leyla dress up as bolts. I'll draw like a black lightning bolt on both of them. And then when you put the dogs together, maybe it'll make a complete one. I'll draw like half on each. Puppies. All right, they're getting dirty, but it's not insane. I think we can manage the level of dirt and grime that we're currently getting. Yeah, they don't treat fast food like we do and made adaptations to their culture. Oh my gosh, speaking of fast food, I don't know if you guys saw, but Trump is in, well, he was in Saudi Arabia, and I think he's going to Qatar now. But he got to Saudi Arabia, and they had a McDonald's like follow him around everywhere he went. I was thinking about, like, I don't know, is that kind of like, you don't think of people being like racist to Americans, but like if Xi Jinping from China came here and we gave him like a trolley of Chinese food that followed him everywhere, wouldn't that be like racist? I don't know. I was like, obviously nobody cares because it's Trump in America, but it's kind of, I don't know. Do you know when Tomo was diagnosed? I didn't go out of the house for 2 months. Wow. That's commitment to the love of Tomo. Ruth said, hi, Apollo and Leyla and Steven. A bit of a late hi. It's okay. I always love when that hi comes through from Ruth. The hello every stream. It's his favorite. Yeah, well, he loves that. He served it to Clemson when they won the title. Just the thing athletes want to fuel their bodies. Sure is, my love bug. Layla girl. Alicia sent the Knicks emojis. Big game tonight. Let's finish off the series. I want to just get it over with. The Celtics don't have Tatum now, so we should be okay regardless, but I'd rather just win tonight and rest easy. And then it's going to be me versus Charles Thrawley. Pacers versus Knicks. Husky Dog sent the double white hearts. Thank you, Husky Dog. 22 likes. Can we get a few more, please? Let's do it, Jens. Let's try to hit 30 on this stream. This stream's going to be a little bit shorter because I got stuff to do and we got a late start, but we'll get a full one this afternoon, so we'll make up for it. Knicks Pacers, let's go, Brody. It's a coming. Honestly, Knicks Pacers is the best for our stream because me and Charles are going to be able to talk about it while it's happening, so should be entertaining for you all. I know a podcaster who flew with President Trump and he gave everyone McDonald's burgers. I guess it is true then. This stream, I think, is the lucky charm. I hope so. If I'm the lucky charm, the Knicks got to give me tickets. If the Knicks make the finals, I'm going to go. Obviously, I cannot actually go to the game because the tickets will be like thousands of dollars. But I will go to the MSG watch party right outside. So maybe... See, I think it'd be fun to like share that experience with you guys and like stream something like that. But I'm not going to have the dog. So it won't fit really for like this channel. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys would be interested in watching and just tuning in a stream when it's like just me on another channel, but something like that would be fun to actually show because the energy there is going to be insane. But I shouldn't get ahead of myself. We have to make the finals first, you know. BJ said, I'm not doing much today. It's 51 degrees and the high will only be 56. Too cold to garden. BJ, does that affect the plants when it's so cold, or are they able to just kind of hang tight until the weather gets warmer? Benny Johnson, big podcaster, check out his YouTube channel. Will do, Connie. Knicks and Pacers are jinxed in the finals, sadly. Well, someone's got to make it. Oh, you're saying whoever makes it is going to lose? Well, I think the best team is the Thunder, so... And they're probably going to make it. So it's a tough win no matter what. Gizmo's in the chat saying hello to everybody. What's up, Gizmo? McDonald's or Burger King, said Luann's. Ooh, that's a tough one. Nicole said Asia has a lot of McDonald's and all Asia countries add their own spin on the menu. There are fun items in Singapore McDonald's and Thai McDonald's. Interesting. So I didn't know McDonald's does that. So there's like special items all around the world I thought it would just be like a blanket menu. Shouldn't affect the plants with the temp. The pack looking great as always. Thank you, Gizmo. I think the Wolves for the West. Really? You think the Wolves are going to make it? Wow. Thunder are too young. The Thunder need one more year. Burger King has lost its touch. See, I don't know. I love the Whopper from Burger King, but their fries are terrible. McDonald's Big Mac is really good. I would say I like the Whopper better, though. But you know what I used to really like from McDonald's? They were called Chicken Selects. They were like the chicken strips. Oh my gosh, I used to love those. And then they took them off the menu. I was like, how could you do that? They were my favorite thing. Yeah, I'm with you, Connie. The Burger King Whopper is so good. Jen said, please, friends, don't forget to double tap your screens. We are up to 22 likes. They have different side dishes around the world, like fries in a sauce or gravy in some parts of China. Husky Dog said, who makes the best fries? Honestly, I like Wendy's fries a lot. They have sea salt and they're like a little bit thicker than McDonald's. I think McDonald's, most people say McDonald's has the best fries, but I really like Wendy's. They are coming back. Nicole said, yes, in the Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand has Asian touch on some menus. Like we have rice and Asian desserts. Wow. So Nicole, are there still like, you know, the plain quarter pounder burger and Big Mac? Like it still has like a lot of the regular stuff. There's just also additional things, or is the entire like style of the restaurant different? I like the Whopper and Jack's Jumbo Jack, said BJ. What's the Jack's Jumbo Jack? Wait, BJ, is there In-N-Outs by you? I've never had In-N-Out, but everybody says that's like the best on the West Coast. But unfortunately, there is absolutely zero anywhere near me. They have terrible burgers at McDonald's. Miles is in the chat. I posted an amazing video on my channel for the first time. Awesome, Miles. We gotta check that out. When you eat healthy for a while, then go to fast food, you will not enjoy fast food. It will taste like chemicals. Ooh, I do not agree, Alicia. I do not agree with that. I am currently on my healthy cleanse, and I am craving some fast food. And I've done this before, and I feel like once I eat the fast food, I just want it more. It's like they put something in there that makes it addictive. So like if I eat it once, I usually wind up eating it twice, and then I catch myself. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop eating it. Stop eating it. I love that Burger King has onion rings. Japanese has a great, Japaneat has a great channel for fast food in Japan for shorts. Husky Dog said, I like the Whopper. Yes, we have the staple McDonald's menu burgers and nuggets, but we have additional menu like Asian noodles or rice menus. That's so cool. I wonder if the people in Asia like basically just order the Asian style meals, or if they actually enjoy like the Big Mac and stuff. The American portion of the menu. Hi, Apollo. You think it's the salt, Brody? I was thinking there might actually be some like chemical beyond that makes it addictive to the taste. Oh, Chick-fil-A is good, Luann's. Always such a long line. They selling that more than chicken. Chick-fil-A is so good. BJ attached a Miles video in the chat. Connie said they eat both. I'm sub 2 miles. I'll take a look later. Five Guys. Five Guys is... I feel like Five Guys is almost in like a category above the fast food. Well, first of all, it's expensive, but they give you so much. Like they give you an entire bag of fries. I've only had Five Guys a few times, but they are very good. And they cover everything in like peanut oil, right? They use chemicals to make the burgers have the burger taste. Luann said, I don't eat out much. Cleveland is officially on vacation. Gone fishing, Charles. What's up, my man? Your Pacers took care of them in short order. I'm hoping my Knicks can do a similar thing tonight, and then we will be, Charles, it will be mano y mano. We're going to have some nice back and forth over the next 2 weeks, huh? Alicia said that's why I like it much better than fast food. Too expensive, Five Guys, but I miss them. Why do you miss them? Did it close down by you, Connie? Was there one right near you that's gone now? Brody said I'm a Five Guys guy myself. 2 of them hate me. It's always worth the price if you know the menu hacks. Ooh. What do you get? You get like a small fry anyway, because they fill up the bag no matter what, right? BJ said I rarely eat out. About the only time is when I pick up lunch for the workers fixing my porch. Then I treat myself. I don't eat out that often either. Probably, well, I don't know what you would consider often. I would say probably once or twice a week. So I don't know if that's, maybe that is often actually. I don't know. 23 likes. Wake up, people. Tap, tap, and double tap, said Jens. Thank you, Jens. I'm going to enjoy if the Knicks and Pacers, LOL. Nice, Foxy. You're going to tour around or stay on the island. Charles said, hey, Ruth and everyone. It's so hot in Greece in summer, isn't it, Foxy? Wait a second. Did Foxy say he's in Greece? I'm going to Greece this summer. Foxy, I'm jealous. Oh my gosh, you got to post some videos on the channel of the historical things you see and all the different sights and sounds. And oh, I can't wait to see. You got to post, Foxy. Tip enough, they throw more fries, but also for the burgers. It's why 2 of the 5 guys hate me. Wait, why would they hate you for that, though? If you're tipping them. I think it's so strange people take time to vote in the poll but don't double tap. At least they're voting in the poll, Jens. I think the poll is a hack for getting people to stay in the stream just a couple seconds longer and give us a chance, because they have to take the time to read the poll, look through the options, cast their vote, and then by the time they do that, if they leave, or, you know, we hope that they stick around, but what are you going to do? Connie said, I always wanted to go to Greece. Nicole said, we can post content on your channel? Oh no, not on my channel. Foxy posts videos on his own channel. He's got quite the catalog of reels or shorts himself. You save money on the menu, Brody? Then I would not go to Santorini with all the quakes lately. Foxy, put me in your suitcase. Charles, you want to go back, huh? YouTube loves engagement. Aw, thank you, Connie. Connie said, Steven is so nice. I appreciate that. I try. I think the poll is helpful. Yeah, the poll is definitely helpful at just getting people to hang out for just that extra second. Give us a shot. Give the stream a chance. BJ said, that is great, Foxy. Hope you shoot some YouTube videos. Nicole said, gotcha. Gotcha. Only the good ones are staying. Thanks, amazing stayers. You know, everybody starts out as a stayer, Jens, and then slowly but surely we convert them into an A&L fam member, right? Some people, it takes 1 stream, 10 streams, 50 streams, but sooner or later, you are part of the fam. I think the Knicks clean up tonight. They got Boston bleeding out. Well, Charles, without Tatum, it's gonna be rough for them to create anything, you know? I couldn't believe he had surgery the next day, like basically within 24 hours. I feel like most athletes, they kind of wait a few days, even up to like a week, to try and get some, you know, alternatives or whatever. Here's something. No, he went right for it. Steven, what are your channel analytics? What are your watch hours? Husky Dog, we're currently trying to get up to 4,000 watch hours by June 4th. We are on pace to do so. We just got to stay consistent with the streaming, and then we will be officially part of the partner program. BK versus Wendy's versus McDonald's versus Five Guys is a cool poll. I'm down to do that in our poll 2 today. Our stream 2. Boston has to reset the roster. Alicia said, like the like button, and the like button will like you back. There are several recent earthquakes in the U.S., so it can happen anytime. Just saying. Just saying. Bro, Tatum might even miss the whole next season. It's a rough injury. Oh my gosh, he probably will, Charles. I mean, they're a good enough roster. I believe they could make the playoffs without him. But I don't think he'll be back before, 11 months at the minimum, which would be next April, which is basically the beginning of the playoffs. Leyla's going potty. Foxy said, I'm a moderator in too many places. Tatum is done for next season, definitely. And you do not want to rush him back. You don't want to take any chances that anything goes wrong. All right, everybody. Unfortunately, we're going to have to cut it off slightly early today. But thankfully, we were able to generate a wonderful live stream, even between the raindrops. Thanks, Apollo, for being so lovely on the stream. Thank you, Leyla, for being so cuddly on the stream. Thank you, A&L fam, for keeping me company and chatting. The roster is old and money they spent puts them over the limit. EB. Spam those white hearts in the chat as we wrap it up here. We hit 25 likes thanks to Big City. Thank you, Alicia. And 43 votes in the poll. A lot of votes. A lot of votes. Good to see. We'll do the fast food poll in our stream number 2. So we're going to do Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, Five Guys. Is that what we wanted? Shout out Husky Dog for the White Hearts. Connie, Jens, Ruth, BJ, Alicia, Connie, Luann's. Oh my gosh, so many white hearts. I love it. Thank you all. Brody with the Knicks hearts. Let's go Knicks tonight. Well, glad I seen you in time. I'll be watching tonight, man. See you in the conference finals. No doubt, Charles. Alicia said I was just in time. Hearts from Kimchi. That's a great poll. All right, we'll definitely do that in round 2. Charles with the white hearts. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace and love, A&L fam. Have a wonderful couple hours, and we will see you later on, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.